what's up? If you guys don't know, my name is Fefa and I give fitness tips. And if you want a big fat trunk, then you know I'm your girl. I don't know if y'all seen my before and afters, but I'm definitely your girl. Okay, today we're going to talk about body recomposition, aka how to keep your stomach flat during your weight gain or weight loss and kind of grow your glutes during that whole process. Today I'm eating 2 egg rolls, some spicy chili sauce on the side, and rice, and I will be eating this during this video. So it's kind of like, I guess, a little mukbang slash fitness education video. And I have everything listed here so you guys, so I could like break it down. Oh, I'm sorry, juice come out. Okay, so I'm making this video because some of you guys always ask me, how did I keep my stomach flat? How did I keep my stomach flat? So first, let's talk about my experience. Because I'm pretty sure. Okay. So a lot of people always told me, do a bulk, which if you guys don't know what a bulk is basically when you're eating a whole bunch of calories, so you're in a calorie surplus and you're supposed to gain all this weight and stuff like that. But if you've ever done a bulk, you basically, like, you're gonna gain stomach weight also. Now my issue with this is that during the time I had body dysmorphia and I had binge eating mixed with like I had problems with issues with food. Okay, that was kind of like my silent suffrage, but like nobody knew that I was suffering, but I was suffering in that. When I did the bulk, no one had told me that I would gain all the stomach weight. All they were telling me is like, you would get thick, you'll get a bunch of glutes, which I'm fine with that. So when I did, I gained a lot of stomach fat, and I did it a couple of times, and then I would dramatically lose the weight. So I would go from 147 and then go back down to 120 because I just couldn't fathom the fact that my stomach was bigger, and I just felt very uncomfortable, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can relate. It was just like way too, it was just not, it was not for me. Like mentally I couldn't handle it, and that's just me being honest. Like it just worsened the way I was eating. And I was yo-yoing weight from 120 to 147 like for a long time. Plus, I mean, during my bulk, I wasn't lifting as much like weights and stuff like that, so it wasn't really helping promote my muscle growth anyway. So it was just not working for me. Where's my water? It's all the way over there. That's when I started going into body recomposition, and I'm gonna go and explain to you guys that. But first, let me tell you guys, if you have any like eating issues or body dysmorphia or anything like that, body recomposition is the way to go, because it slowly and surely gets you there without you going freaking crazy. Like stuff like it's a way easier method if you go through that. If you don't have body dysmorphia, then it's not going to be your practical way to go. You might just do a bulk and then a cut because you can handle that mentally, but not everybody can. So I would definitely recommend body recomposition. Okay, let's start with body recomp. Body recomp is it's your bones, muscle, fat, water composition of your body. That's basically what it is. Okay, that's kind of like the best way I could explain body fat percentage. The word recomp means to form something again, or to form something into something different, so that's what recomp means. Okay, talk about body fat percentage. Body fat percentage is how much body fat you have on you, so compared to muscle. So I'm going to show you guys a picture where I'm weighed the same. I weigh 147 in both pictures, so that kind of tells you what I'm talking about. Like my fat mass is lower on one picture, my fat mass is higher in the other picture. I weigh the same. So body recomp in general, it's basically when you're targeting to lose fat, gain muscle simultaneously at the same time, right? And you're focusing on your muscle mass and fat ratio versus compared to like when you just do weight loss where you're just focusing on the scale. It's less scale based. You're not really basing it off a scale or like a certain diet or anything like that. You're basing it off the muscle mass, your measurements, and how you look, okay? Which is very ideal and is actually more important than how much you actually weigh. Your body fat percentage and your gaining muscle and lowering down your fat is way more important than just the weight on the scale. This is where a lot of people get confused when it comes to body recomposition, because they're like, okay, it's not a diet, like what is it then, and what's the differences? Let's hit a couple differences of body recomp versus like regular weight loss or regular weight gain and stuff like that. These slap. Oh, unlike a diet or anything like that, body recomp is a lifestyle. It is, you know how like diets or like if you go to bulk or cut, it's short term. It's just for a couple of months and then you're a lost little lamb, or lost deer. You're a lost little baby, okay? Because you don't know what to do once you have lost all the weight or gained all the weight or whatever your goal was in that certain diet or whatever. So it's like, it's unlike that, because body recomposition is a lifestyle. You're going to continuously eat this way. You're going to continuously exercise this way. It is a continuous kind of lifestyle thing. It's not, you know. To make this a lot easier for anybody, I'm just going to do a comparison of one versus the other, which is like weight loss, regular weight loss of what everybody listed, compared to body recomposition. And the things that I list for body recomp are the things that you have to do to achieve body recomposition. If you want to keep that stomach flat and that ass fat. Okay, so when you're on a diet or a weight loss or maybe weight gain or bulk or cut, you are counting, your calories are going up or down. So you're doing a calorie deficit or a calorie surplus. Now, when you're doing body recomposition, most of the time everyone's going to stay at a maintenance. There are some people that are going to be on a deficit or on a surplus depending if you have an extreme, but usually what you end up doing is you just stay on a maintenance, and as you start lifting, appetite will increase and you have to eat more, or you have to eat more for those muscles in general. So maintenance versus cutting and bulking, like that is the big difference. Like I said, you can still change it a little bit, but it's not going to be as much, because remember, like I said, I weigh the same in this picture, both of them, and you understand my gist, okay? So maintenance calories, which means everything you burn is everything you eat, point blank. And not everyone's gonna have to count calories. I didn't count calories, so I'm just going to point that out. Okay, increase in cardio. Usually when you're doing weight loss and stuff like that, they want you to do all this cardio, all this, there's two different cardios. There's HIIT and there's LIST cardio. So LIST cardio is low intensity, HIIT cardio is a high intensity. So that's kind of like more of what they do when it comes to the regular stuff, okay? Now for body recomposition, you are supposed to do some cardio because it helps you with your heart and stuff like that, but but you have to do a lot of strength training, hypertrophy training, resistance training. It is a lot about muscle development and actually increasing those muscles that are in you, so then you could, you know, get a juicy booty, you know? Super good. Weight gain, like they don't really protein is not very prioritized because it's just like to give you the effect, right? But with body recomposition, your protein intake is very important. If you don't know how much protein you're supposed to take, you're technically supposed to turn your pounds, if you're from the US, you know, pounds into kilograms. Then you take that number of kilograms, you multiply it by 1.7, by 1.2 to 1.7, and that is the range of that number. Just put grams, cross out the kg, put grams, and that's how many grams of protein that you have to take. But you have to prioritize taking protein. Why? Because in body recomposition, you're prioritizing muscle gain. Ding, 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 ding. So that is why protein intake is very important. And if you guys don't know why protein is really important, the reason why protein is really important is because it's for muscle recovery, which I might talk about that in another video, but let's not get into that right now. Just know that you have to take your protein. You better take your protein.
okay?
So for weight loss or weight gain, everything is on the scale is prioritized. You're prioritizing everything on the scale. It's whatever's on the scale. If I lost 2 pounds, if I gained 2 pounds, that is what it's mainly focused, versus body recomposition, where the main focus is not going to be what's on the scale. The main focus is going to be your measurements, your stomach, hip, everything, arm. Has it grown? Has it gone down? Is there muscle definition? Also, like, progress pictures are what's prioritized. It's about what you see and what's the measurements versus what's the scale and the weight. And the reason why I still don't understand why, like, the weight on the scale is prioritized is because, like, we don't know what the person's body fat percentage is. You know, body fat percentage is what really matters, especially when it comes to health. That's what really matters when it comes to, like, health issues and stuff like that. If you have a high body fat percentage, you are more prone to health issues. You can be a skinny person and do cardio and all this stuff, but you have a high body fat percentage, including visceral and subcutaneous fat, which visceral fat is what's dangerous, and it still be unhealthy, okay? So that's kind of like my dilemma with that, like, because I didn't know that, but yeah, you have to have more muscle, okay? Lower down that body fat percentage. That's what's prioritized. Also, one thing that's very different, and the reason why body recomposition is not as popular as all these quick diets and stuff like that, and surplus and deficit,
it takes longer.
Yeah, there's a trade in, okay? You get quick results when it comes to the regular dieting, gaining, whatever. You get results pretty quickly, okay? Pretty quickly. Now with body recomposition, it's gonna take time for that to kick in. It's gonna take time for that body fat percentage to go down with that muscle gain and for you to notice it. And that's where it comes with a lot of discipline that you're gonna need, and you're gonna have to bribe yourself a lot, because you're not gonna see it, I say 3 months into it, and then 6 months in, that's when it really hits. Great thing about having body recomposition is that once you have your body recomposition and you're increasing your muscles and stuff like that, you're resting, the amount of calories that you burn while resting is increased, which is why you're gonna be more hungrier once you do your body recomposition. But you're burning calories, just a lot of calories just sitting down, way more than before. Also, another thing is that you have to be weightlifting. Like, I know I already told you that, but please prioritize weightlifting. I know a lot of us like think like, oh, we're gonna look like a man, like, I don't want to da 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 da. No, honey, you're not gonna look like a man. You're gonna look like the fitness IG girls. Boop, you know, me. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Anyways, so that is all I have to say. I hope this video helped. I try to break down everything in layman's terms. If you have a question, feel free to ask. I'm here to help. I love helping you guys, and I love helping you guys in your fitness journey. Also, I do have a fitness app that I will link below, and it has 12 guides currently, and I will be adding a food guide on it. So make sure you guys hit a like. Give me a likey like. Give me a subscribe button. And let's go. Let's get it.